What we do here is go back.
What up, YouTube? Back with another episode of Not Your Average Bros. And with Valentine's Day right around the corner, we thought, you know what? We should do our favorite romantic comedies. So, Rob, do you want to give us the rules for today?
He's just not that into you.
Yeah, we got a Not Your Average Bros draft coming at you again. So we are going to draft our 5 favorite romantic comedies for each of us. So we'll start in snake order with myself. And then we'll go to Joe, John, and then Spot will bring us back. And this should be a good one. I think we're gonna have a lot of weird tastes.
Bro, I'm actually really excited about this because
I'm pumped.
my wife is excited
pumped.
about it. My wife, all she does is watch rom-coms, and I'm sitting there with her. And then when I was going through this list, I was like, you know what?
I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I love rom-coms.
I hate rom-coms, and it was very hard for me to even come up with 5 movies. It was.
I know
super
two.
hard.
I know two. So I had to Google some other ones, but
The crazy thing is, man, romantic comedy can be almost every movie,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, there's like love
is,
in every movie.
Is there
right?
just a love
And it's
interest in it? It's done. You're done. Do they say one joke? There you go.
So I already know
The thing
John's
was-
first 2 movies.
funny. We're not
Home
as
Alone.
strict on this one as we are about Christmas and comedies
Oh.
about them being separate. This is like a
Yeah.
merge here, so
All right,
Awesome.
we'll see how it
let's
goes.
go ahead and get into it. Rob, you
All right.
first.
All right, I'll start us off. So my first pick is one of my favorite movies actually to watch. I'm gonna go with Crazy Rich Asians.
Okay, good.
Oh, I hate you,
I've never seen that movie. Tell me what it's about.
bro. That was at
Yeah.
the top of my
I've never
list,
seen it.
bro. That was the first one on my
Hey,
list.
hey, Schwager.
It's good.
The movie is called Crazy Rich Asians. Make some guesses about what you would probably see in this thing.
What happens in the movie?
All right, so it's about these two people from Wisconsin. Obviously, no. Crazy Rich Asians follows a couple from New York. Who the guy comes like from a very traditional family back in Singapore, and so he's kind of the story of like the rich like prince, and then
But he lived like
poor
in
peasant
England,
girl.
right? He lived
Yeah,
in like
yeah,
England. He has a
he-
British accent.
Yeah, he was born in England, I think, and then his family's from Singapore. They're really rich. They're probably the richest family in Singapore. So he
Mhm.
takes his girlfriend back for a wedding there that they're gonna attend. And then the premise is like he's gonna obviously like ask her to marry him. There's some stuff that goes on with his family not accepting her. It's a
mom.
really good
mom.
movie, man. Yeah, it's a really
And she's
really,
like a PhD. She's no dummy, but they don't accept her because she's not
Yeah.
royalty.
And you know what, John? Before we move on, like I'm glad that you had said that. I've noticed that going through Google and going through all these lists, that there's always someone with an English or British accent in all these movies.
Yeah.
A
Well,
ton of
they
them.
do.
Like, so that's what you look for, Spot. If you were looking for a movie, that's what you look for, man.
yeah. It's
it's good
I
too,
think
though.
Aquafina came out pretty good on that one. Like she's real
Yeah.
funny. It was like her breakout movie.
Yeah,
You ever
it's
heard of
really good,
Aquafina?
man. I'd recommend it. It's on Amazon Prime, and like I've owned it. I can share my password. It's really good though.
I
really
can say
like
when
it.
that movie came out, it wasn't even Ellen excited to watch that. I was like, "Hey, I
I
heard
got
this
movies.
movie's good. Let's go watch it." She was like, "Okay, I guess." And
Yeah.
she loved it too, so we both
Sweet.
liked it.
All right. I'm next, right?
Yep, it's good.
All right. So going through this,
What's this gonna be?
I didn't realize how good Adam Sandler is with rom-com movies.
Adam Sandler.
So I am going to go with, and it was hard for me, but there's one line in this movie that I always laugh every time I hear it. So I'm going to go with The Wedding Singer. And the one line that I always remember from it is when he's getting beat up outside and the old guy is with them. And then he says, "Oh, you should name your next song after this." And the old bum guy goes, "Sounds like a country song." And I don't know. I always go back to that scene every time I think of that movie. So I'm going to go,
Yeah.
I'm going to go with The Wedding Singer.
Wedding Singer is definitely a romantic comedy. I feel like I don't
It
know a
is. It's
movie
good.
from Adam Sandler that isn't or wouldn't be able to classify as a romantic comedy. Because that's just how his movies are set up.
Oh, don't name all
Adam
five.
Adam Sandler always makes sure he has some kind of love interest in every movie
Yeah.
he does.
Yep.
Like,
I mean,
even Happy Gilmore's
If you're the
I
one
guess
making
could
the
be one.
movie, if you're the one making the movie, I mean,
Yeah, The Wedding Singer is just one of my top 5 movies of all time that I'd watch, like movie that I'd love to watch. So good pick. Awesome. John, what do you got to start off with? Then?
Y'all like threw me way off of my game because I was like, no one's gonna pick Crazy Rich Asians. No one's probably even watched it. And then Wedding Singer, well, it's up there too. But I think I'm gonna like just switch up my whole thinking here. I'm gonna go kind of opposite. Like Kevin Hart movie. I'm gonna go with Think Like a Man.
It's about time you knew.
Man. It's real funny. I knew what? What? No, Think Like a Man. It's a real funny movie, so I'm gonna go with that one. I mean,
it's a great movie.
I think that's probably one of my favorite movies that he's made. Anyway,
it's such a good movie, and it's when you think about a romantic comedy, it's like a couple or a pair, right? This has like 5 couples going through all this at the same time, like masterfully crafted as a romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Awesome pick.
All
nice,
right,
man. Spot.
Oh,
I know you've been waiting
for this guy.
I know you've been waiting for this.
So I'm gonna go something a little bit more. I know y'all thinking about something crazy.
This fool's gonna throw Toy Story out there with Woody and that little other girl. What's her name?
Bo Peep.
No, the girl one. Is it Bo Peep?
Jesse?
Yeah, it is
It's
Bo Peep. Jesse.
It's not Jesse. It's not Jesse.
It's Bo Peep. Yeah, that's his
It's Jesse and Buzz.
All right, my bad. I threw you off.
You
Go
gotta-
ahead and pick your
Come
movie,
on, man.
man.
Come on, John.
So
Think
I'm
like a
gonna go
man.
with. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go with something crazy. I'm gonna go with Deadpool. Obviously, the romantic comedy. Man, come on, dog. I mean, you got Deadpool.
I remember he had a girl in that movie.
Hey, man,
he even says at the beginning of the movie, he goes, "This is a romantic."
When he
comedy.
died, right?
I watched Deadpool
like,
1 and 2
something happened.
today. Actually, I watched both Deadpool movies earlier today, and I guess technically, yeah, they really do classify as that. I would feel like you couldn't pull a movie from another list that we did, but we already did that with The Wedding Singer because
I gotta ask you a question.
He's foreshadowing. That means Scary Movie's coming out at some point in this too. Because oh my goodness.
I might say Halloween later. You never know. I don't know.
All right, so that's your. Oh, go ahead, Joe.
Spot. I gotta ask you this question though. I gotta ask you this.
Spy has 2 picks,
So,
right?
If you were to take your girlfriend to see Deadpool
on Valentine's.
on Valentine's Day, would she consider it a romantic comedy? Would she?
First of all,
love you for it? Would she be like, "Yeah, this is my man for life"? He proved me to
Melanie
Deadpool.
loves Deadpool. She does the movie.
Put her on video. We need some proof right now. Put her on video.
Yeah, but
Let her
would she
say
want to
that.
watch it on Valentine's Day?
Would she want to watch Deadpool on Valentine's Day? Probably
Yeah.
not. To be honest,
So that's what we're saying.
but doesn't mean it's not a romantic comedy. So
All right.
I didn't
Comment
ask
down
you.
below
I
if
didn't-
you disagree with the spot.
Y'all didn't ask. We didn't ask for your romantic comedies. You asked for my romantic comedies. So
I'm digging it. I think it fits. I think it fits.
I thought you would take your significant other into consideration, but okay. I mean, I thought you would think about her also.
See, John's not thinking like a man yet. He'll get there.
okay. So next pick.
Got to think like a man.
Yeah, you pick Thinking Like a Man. You did take Eleanor to see Thinking Like a Man.
Yeah, she would like it. She would love it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's
She
move
would
on.
I feel like I've watched. I feel like
watch
I've
it again.
I feel like I've watched Think Like a Man with John and Ellen. I feel like that happened in my
They
life.
could have like that was around the time frame. Yeah, me and Rob were neighbors, maybe. All right. So
All right,
Spy,
Rob.
you got another one. Let's
Spot,
see.
yeah,
Let's
you
hear your
Spot,
next
get
one.
to
back.
go again, man.
All right. So something a little more conventional. I'm gonna go with Adam Sandler. 51st Dates
Damn it, Spot.
with Drew Barrymore.
That was Schwacker's second movie he had out of his 2.
I didn't say anything about Adam Sandler.
That's a good movie, man. I like Rob
Yeah, it's a
Schneider
good
in there.
movie.
He's
Rob
goofy.
Schneider's
The
hilarious
whole
in it.
story.
It was a good movie.
Him and Drew Barrymore. Like it's very. I mean,
So my list, man, is gonna be Deadpool, 51st Dates. Number 3, I don't know what it's gonna be. Wait to find out.
Something animated.
We'll find out
I
what
still
happens.
can't-
a movie
still
about a
can't
day
believe-
where someone can't remember you ever. But okay, yeah,
We'll find out what happens.
It's a sweet movie.
51st Dates that's a good pick.
It is.
Awesome.
It is.
All right, John, what's your
It's my
second
pick,
one,
but-
man?
All right, so I had Kevin Hart on my first one. My second one,
Kevin Hart again. Think Like a Man 2.
we can't overload on. We can't overload on that. I'm gonna go. Where is it? I'll go with an Adam Sandler movie since everyone else is doing it. I'm gonna go with Blended. I'm gonna go with Blended.
That's not a good pick.
It is a
I
good
what,
movie.
when
Hey,
did that movie even come out?
Melanie said
You never seen
too.
Blended?
She said Blended too.
seen
I was
it.
like,
It's not-
no.
It's not a
No,
good pick.
see, Melanie said Blended, It's a good movie.
But I
And Schwager ain't never seen it, and Rob
Hey,
has
dude.
no taste, so
I've seen
it's
it.
a good movie.
That movie's
I've
not
seen it.
good.
It's
not
funny.
good.
It's funny,
Blended is not
and it's
good.
on TV all the time too.
That's
so,
why it's on TV. That's why
Hey,
it's on
we need to
TV.
switch out that Lifetime with ESPN, John, for you.
No,
Blended-
that's all I watch is ESPN.
Dude, you said I'm gonna go with Adam Sandler.
I don't even watch
He
TV,
has-
bro. Remember we did a
he-
TV episode? I knew
he
like
has-
nothing about TV.
He has so many movies, so many romantic comedies that would fit here.
And he
And
said
you're like,
Blended.
hey man, I'm gonna throw blend. Like I'd almost rather you say like Click. You know, like I'd
No,
rather you
Blended.
say-
Blended's a good movie.
Yeah, speaking
Hey,
of Spanglish,
YouTube, if you think
Alarm-
Blended is a good movie and
Alarm
you think
came-
Rob's
you can bring
wrong,
Alarm
Hey,
came
wait,
on
wait,
it.
comment
no,
on that.
hey,
Blended
but-
is a good
but-
movie.
Hey, before
It's
you
funny.
vote if Blended's a good movie, I know no one watching knows what Blended is, so go look up Blended and then watch it, and then come back and tell him how it's not a good movie, and he owes you
Oh, Blended
the
is a
hour
real
and a
good
half of
movie.
his
It's
life
funny.
back.
It's a good movie.
All right,
If we
Joe.
get if we get unlikes, it's because of Blended.
Yeah, we're going
Oh.
down here in the second
Blended,
the second pick.
Blended's actually one of Adam Sandler's better movies. So
All right.
I mean,
Adam Sandler better movies together. I mean, it's
his better movies.
All
Blended's a
right,
good
so
movie.
I was gonna pick 51st Dates for my
'cause I
next
was gonna
one,
pick
but-
Blended.
I think Blended's better than 51st Dates, honestly.
I am gonna go with. Let's see.
Oof.
Are those happy tissues or sad tissues? I am gonna go with Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I thought that was a
Yes.
hilarious movie.
I love that movie.
Something that I would enjoy watching too as a rom-com. So I'm Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Great movie, funny movie.
Good movie,
That's a
man.
funny movie. That's a funny movie. I like that one.
Yeah, that's all I got. It's a good movie.
Uh,
Yeah.
it's a funny movie. All right, so I got two picks right here, right?
Yeah.
All right, so for my two picks, my first one I'm gonna go with probably one of the earlier romantic comedies that have been on the list so far. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
I have that on there.
Matthew McConaughey, Kate
I've
Hudson.
never seen that movie.
It's a fantastic movie, man. It's a fantastic romantic comedy. Matthew McConaughey is trying to get. I forget. The girl.
Kate
is
Hudson's
trying-
a writer.
Kate Hudson's a writer, and her article is to show them how to get a guy to not want to be with you in 10 days, and then he's supposed to be able to
There's
like,
a bet. There's a bet.
yeah, he's got to stay with her no matter
Yeah.
what. So it's pretty, it's
So it's
super
like-
funny, man. I think it's a good movie for
Who
you.
made
guys
you
to
Who
watch.
made you watch it?
Myself. I
Oh,
chose to
okay.
watch it. This
It's a good
movie,
movie, man.
that movie came out in it probably came out when we were pretty young, or I mean younger. So you'll see.
No, it was 2003.
Yeah. So what? We're sophomores in high school.
Hey, that's a whole movie.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
probably one of
Older
the first
movie.
movies I saw on my own. That movie. And my next one. This is a little indie flick. I'm gonna go with Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. Dope movie, doper soundtrack. Just really good stuff. Michael.
Like Joe's
Cera,
Joe's
early
whole list is
days.
gone.
Just
it's a
rip
good
it up.
movie, man.
It's like I had 4 movies.
Got a lot of music in there. Like I said, really good soundtrack, cool story. They're trying to get this find this band where it's fluffy around New York, and the two main protagonists end up falling in love. So it's a good story with them.
All right.
Awesome, man. Joe, what do you got next, man?
All right. I'm gonna go with. And I think this guy's funny. I don't care what anyone else says. I'm gonna go with My Best Friend's Girl, with Dane Cook. Hilarious movie. I don't know for the.
I think it's funny too.
I think
I don't
Dane
know if I ever
Cook's
saw that
funny.
movie.
I don't think Dan Cook's funny.
Dane Cook is in that movie is funny. And you didn't see Employee of the Month spot? Employee of the Month, he was pretty
I saw
funny
Employee
too.
of the Month. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
somebody
I
worked for-
wouldn't call it funny. Nah, I
There's a-
think
there's a-
Dane Cook's funny. I think
Didn't
Dane
he
Cook's
have a
funny.
movie with Jessica Alba? That was
He
a,
sure-
a
sure
rom-com
did.
too?
Sure did.
Which one was that one?
Good luck, Chuck.
Good luck,
Yeah,
Chuck.
Good Luck, Chuck.
Oh, yeah.
Good
Okay.
luck, Chuck.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with My Best Friend's Girl. There's a lot of lines from that movie too, but a lot of those I can't repeat.
Give me a second. Gotta give my baby a kiss.
Awesome, man.
All right.
John, what's your next one?
All right. Well, for this next one, I guess I'll
Richie.
go like more like traditional rom-com, and I'll go with
You mean-
He's Just Not That Into You.
It's
And
a
that
good
has
pick.
like it has a huge cast of people. You got like Scarlett Johansson on there, Drew Barrymore, Bradley Cooper, Jennifer Aniston, all
Damn, you
kinds of
printed
like,
out those Wikipedia notes today.
no, it's
Good
one of
job.
those. It's kind of like that.
ensemble
it's kind of like
cast, yeah.
it's kind of like Think Like a Man, where there's just all these different situations happening, like all
An
these
ensemble
different.
cast, yeah.
Yeah, so it's all kinds of stuff going on. I mean,
You know
Me
what?
and
You know what I
me and Ellen
don't
like
like
it.
about He's Just Not That Into You? It's a good movie. I don't like that it sparked those movies like based on holidays afterwards, where it became
Mhm.
like here's New Year's Eve or here's Valentine's
Valentine's
Day,
Day.
and we're
Yeah.
gonna have a bunch of stars. And they're gonna have a bunch of different
little
plot
roles, a bunch of little
plot
roles.
twists.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't like that afterwards, but He's Just Not That Into You is like a granddaddy like 2000s romantic comedy. So
Yeah.
it's a good
Have
one,
you seen
man.
it, SWAT? Spot, have you seen
Good.
it?
It's
I've
good,
seen it.
man.
I've
It's really
seen it.
good. It's really good.
It's okay.
All right. That's the one I'm going for my third pick. So we'll go back to, I guess, Spots next, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Guess what's coming next?
Scary movie.
Yeah. Scary movie.
A scary
So
movie. Duh.
I'm actually gonna take one of Rob's favorite actors. I'm gonna use Will Smith. I'm gonna use Hitch.
Yeah, there you
Ooh,
go.
I just like
Okay.
that movie. I like
Okay.
that movie,
One.
man.
That was on my
like
list.
that movie.
Wow, you did it. You finally
finally
a good
picked her.
one. Like a true like rom-com.
I mean,
50 First Dates is real. That's
You
good.
can't, you
Yeah,
can't
it
deny
is.
Will Smith, man. Will Smith is, I think he's a good actor to begin with, and he's perfect for the romantic comedy role, to be honest. So, I mean, I like the movie. It was a good movie. Okay, with James on it, definitely, they had, the chemistry was really good on set. So, I definitely picked that movie.
Yeah, that's good. It's a good movie.
Eva,
Man.
and Eva Mendes.
All right, you got another one to pick. So
So you got a chance to ruin it.
yeah, you did good.
Oh.
Let's see what you followed up with.
Oh, I will ruin it.
Transformers.
said-
What are you gonna
So
pick?
I'm gonna
Transformers.
go with Zach and Miri make a porno.
Okay, that was a funny movie. I like that movie.
Oh,
That's how
okay.
I
I'm
do.
going to pick my
That's how I
movie.
do.
That's okay. Yeah, it's not like I don't like go back to it, but it's a funny movie. If you
I watched it twice.
Oh.
That's
Nice,
what's
man.
number 4. That's what's number 4 pick.
Sweet, John. What do you got, man? What's your fourth?
For my fourth pick, I'm gonna go with a Ben Stiller movie. I'm gonna go and a Jennifer Aniston. Along Came Polly. I'm gonna go to Along Came Polly.
Make it rain.
It's a yeah. You seen that one, right, Schwak?
I have seen that
Finally.
one.
It's
I
a
have seen
funny
that one.
movie. You know, the whole thing where his wife cheats on him and Jennifer
On their
Aniston's
honeymoon.
on their
Yeah.
honeymoon with the scuba diver. The scuba.
Ooh, you just reminded me of something I could say now too. I got my 5th pick now. Bam.
Where did
welcome.
that
You're
come
welcome.
from?
Here for the scuba. It's a funny movie. So yeah, I
Awesome.
don't think you can't hate on that one.
All right, Joe.
Since you stole Nick and Nora's infinite playlist, I am gonna go with another. God, I forgot the actor's name. I'm gonna go with Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I like that movie.
What is that?
You haven't, Mr. Rom-Com over here. I thought you were the definition of rom-com. You don't know who Scott Pilgrim is versus the World?
Mm-mm.
Is that Michael Cera again? in
Michael
that
Cera,
movie?
yeah.
Hey, I will be me and Melanie watched the This Is the End the other day.
Yeah.
And see Michael Cera on that movie.
It's funny,
God,
man.
it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Awesome.
We'll keep it rolling. Rob, what you got?
Do you have
It's your
anything
job.
else?
It's your job.
All right. I think this movie is super hilarious. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. I think it's really funny. I'm gonna go with She's Out of My League as my 4th pick. Have any of you guys seen it? Nobody's seen it on this?
That
Man.
sounds familiar.
I think I know what you're talking
Sounds
about.
familiar.
It's a really good movie. So I forget the actor's name, but he's got a few buddies in it. So the actor from Deadpool that's his friend from the bar, he's in this film. So they all work at the airport. He's TSA. He has an ex-girlfriend that his family loves and still hangs around with. And he meets this girl that's obviously like way out of his league. Super beautiful, rich girl. And so throughout the movie, it deals with him like not feeling like he should be with her, and she actually really likes him. And then of course at the end they end up together. But it's a dope movie, man. It's really, really good. I think it's on Netflix and some other things. But
Man, y'all are making me think of a bunch of movies now.
yeah.
All right. Well, luckily, because you're next.
Hopefully you would have done that when we said we are gonna draft romantic comedy movies. I
But
don't know. Maybe that would have
it's
done
things
it
that y'all
for
are
you.
saying that made me think about them.
All right, I got my last pick. Hold on.
I feel like Shark is gonna pick like Dragon Ball Z or something.
I mean, if they, I don't really know it, but I don't
I
ever
know
see any
reason to
girls.
pick.
I don't ever see any girls in it.
Oh, there's some girls in
Um,
there.
Okay, I've never seen girls in any of
Hey,
it.
is Selena like a rom? Is it a funny movie?
I wouldn't.
No.
Is it fun? Is Selena really funny?
I'm trying
Is it
to.
a comedy movie?
Yeah,
Funny
that
moments,
whole
man.
thing where she died at the end was really funny, John.
Yeah, that kind of threw it off, man.
No, I mean her
That kinda
dealing with her
threw it off.
boyfriend, putting hot sauce on the
How
pizza.
dare you, John?
Anything for Selena's where they rip off the bumper off the car. There's funny elements. All
I don't
right,
know what
go
you're talking
ahead.
about.
Good try, John.
Rob, Rob
Sorry,
pick your,
man.
is it Rob? You're picking your last one?
Yeah, this is my last pick. All right, I'm debating between a couple. I'm gonna go with there's a few you could put here. I'm gonna go with 500 Days of Summer. So Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Zoe Deschanel. They are the movie actually starts like at the end where they're not together, and it kind of replays back through what happens in different points in time for them and how they kind of fell in love and fell out of love. Another really good, I think, rom-com movie, good date night movie, something you guys should watch coming up for Valentine's, man. So that's good stuff. I feel like I'm putting you guys onto it. It's really good though.
I'm surprised no one's picked the J-Lo movie yet.
Oh, we're
There's a
picking
J-Lo
good,
movie.
we're picking good romantic comedies, so I'm not surprised.
Hey, Robbie did say blended.
This guy said blended over here.
Good movie. Schwaks, I haven't even seen it, man. People would.
So-
Don't watch it.
All
There
right,
was-
Joe, go ahead. Your last pick.
So, John, you had said something that wanted to make me pick old school, but I'm not going to pick old school. Rob said something that made me think of this movie. I'm going to pick Knocked Up.
I think that fits better.
Finally, you get one that's more like. All right, that makes sense
That's
though.
That's one actually I had picked one of those.
So
Whatever.
John,
Yeah.
what's your last pick, man?
my last pick, I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go like true rom-com. I'm
So all the other ones you said were fake?
Unlike blended.
So you were.
Leonard was one. I don't know. I have like a list. I mean, I have a list here. There's a bunch still, but I'm gonna go. When no one said anything about like Sandra Bullock, I'm gonna pick a Sandra Bullock movie.
The Proposal? Gotcha.
So I'm between like, well, a San Antonio movie where they filmed in San Antonio, but Schwartz said I am gonna go with The Proposal.
Blindside? Is that that's what you're talking
I'm gonna go with
about?
The Proposal. It's pretty funny. I like it. I think the funniest parts where she's like singing the Little John song out there in the woods with Betty White.
It's about bring us home, man. Bring us home. Bring us home.
What has he got? What
the
is he
biggest
got?
romantic comedy fan.
So
You gotta go out with a
y'all-
bang, Spot. Let's go.
Y'all ever heard of this thing called Scary Movie?
And with the final pick in the draft, Spot has.
So I googled romantic comedies, right? And guess what movie pops up?
Like 2 minutes ago,
Not scary,
right?
not scary movie. I'm gonna go with She's All That. An older movie, something that maybe older, a little too old for.
Is that the
younger
Freddie
folks that
Prinze
watch
one?
this.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
sir.
a good one. Freddie Prinze, right?
Something that nobody really pops up anymore because Freddie Prinze ain't. He's not around no more. He ain't do anything, right? I haven't seen him on anything. He just
The
chilling.
last thing I think I seen him on is an episode of Friends back in like
Chef.
2002 or 3.
He's a chef.
Really?
He cooks now. Yeah, he has a cookbook that came out.
No, I haven't seen this one. He's probably that good. But yeah, I'm gonna go with She's All That.
That's how John got his brisket recipe
Freddie Prinze.
for Freddie Prince.
Man,
You don't know
Joseph
nothing about
started
all this.
with Deadpool and went to She's All That.
You're welcome.
If you're looking for a good time,
Gotta love him.
I'm kidding. All right.
Internet. I have a wide range of movies, so just if you need something, let me know. I got you.
You know what?
It
You know
always
what, though,
involves
man?
Deadpool though. Every time.
You know what? Besides, I mean, I don't. Blended is not horrible. I didn't care for it, but besides Blended, like, I would watch all these movies. Like I would enjoy myself watching all this. Like I would enjoy watching all these
I
movies.
wouldn't watch Blended again.
Yeah. So I'm gonna recap everybody's picks, and then we're gonna jump into the last little segment where we look at some of
Okay.
the best slow jams, and we'll kind of
Yeah.
So, for me, I had Crazy Rich Asians, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, She's Out of My League, and 500 Days of Summer. Joe had The Wedding Singer, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, My Best Friend's Girl, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and Knocked Up. John had Think Like a Man, Blended. He's Just Not That Into You, Along Came Polly, and The Proposal. And Spot had Deadpool, 50 First Dates, Hitch, Zach and Miri Make a Porno, and She's All That.
So for everyone watching the video, y'all have to rank us in the comments. Rob just gave us the rundown. Rank us 1 through 4. Who had the best draft? Y'all have to do this for us because we need to know. We
argue about it all the time. We
do,
argue
we
about it all
do.
the time, and we're like, hopefully, YouTube will tell us who's right.
And we all kind of
Prove
know
us-
John's
prove
gonna be
us right.
last. Like with blended, John's going at the end with the blended. So we know about that. But the top 3, me, Rob, and Schwab, who's gonna be 1, 2, 3?
We need to know. We need to know. So
Awesome.
please.
So also staying on the theme of love and Valentine's Day. All of us, I think, at one time or another, have thought that we've had a pretty good musical taste. I think, for the most part, if I was in a car and I had to hand the aux cord over to any of the gentlemen on the podcast with me, I wouldn't feel like we were going to have a bad song come up. But I think there's definitely room for discussion on what the top slow jams could be. So I thought maybe we'd start with a couple of things that I had on some verses, and then we could go through a few songs that we had. So the first one I wanted to say is we're looking for a slow jam. You've got one person to make that hit with. You got to pick from Genuine or Tyrese. Who are you taking to make that slow jam for you?
Ooh.
Dog, I'm taking
Taking between
Tyrese. I'm taking Tyrese.
Tyrese?
I gotta go Genuine.
Ugh.
I gotta go with Genuine, man.
John,
If I make-
you can break the tie there for them, John.
If I'm making a baby,
Oh,
I'm going with Genuine.
So I'm just making any slow jam with either one of them.
Yeah, you gotta put out a banger. And you only get to choose one.
Sweet,
That's a hard question though.
sweet lady, or so anxious.
Oni.
I'm gonna go with
He said pony.
no. I'm gonna go with Genuine because he's actually still touring. I think Tyrese gave up.
I mean, because he's in Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah, because he made way more money. He made
Not
way
Parks
more
and
money.
Rec episodes.
He made more money driving cars.
He said Parks and Rec. He came on Parks and Rec. I remember that.
Well,
Donna's
yeah,
cousin.
I mean, it's tough though. Like honestly, I can go with either one, but you're making me pick one. So who you got?
I honestly, for me, Genuine's great, but I think Tyrese's songs like stick with me more. You know, so like Sweet Lady, I think is just like an anthem, man. And you got In Those Jeans and Differences and things like that. But I don't know, man. I preferred like Tyrese's voice, I think, for myself. So
There's a
Yeah, I mean,
question.
yourself.
For
yourself.
I'll take it. I'll
I like
take
hearing
it.
his
It's
voice.
me.
I feel
him
like
singing to me.
if you're gonna make a baby, then you go Genuine's music. So I mean, I feel like it's more kind of like that.
So a couple
Hey.
episodes ago, Rob had put me on the spot that he had asked certain. I have a question, and then there's one band that Rob I would be very, very, very disappointed if he did not say who I think should be the answer to this.
Hold on, what band would you link up with?
Pick up a
Everyone can
boy.
pick one.
Pick a boy band. Pick a boy band. I need Rob to go first.
or R&B group because you don't call them boy bands.
No, I want to say no. I want boy
Is there a
band.
boy band?
Which one would Rob go with? And it has to
Which
be or I'm gonna
boy
be-
band?
Yes, and I am going to be very disappointed if you do not say
Oh,
this band
I-
because they defined you in high school.
Yeah, which boy? I'd go with O-Town.
Oh, there you go, buddy. There you go.
I think they're the best boy band, the most underrated boy band. I think
O-Town.
there ever was.
O-Town.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm
Okay,
good.
good.
They've got bangers, man.
Is
I-
that including like R&B groups? Or is that
No,
just
I just
boy
wanted.
band?
I knew
I just
I-
wanted Rob to
yeah,
say
this is a
O-Town.
boy band.
overall.
I would.
He's
Though,
looking for a reason just for him to say O-Town for
Yeah,
one
I
reason.
think that was pretty structured for me to go with O-Town. So. No, man, but when we think back to like high school or your early 20s, like what slow jams, what songs like that stuck out to you guys?
God, man.
I'd say 112, like Cupid.
Oof, yes.
So
That was
No.
pretty tough. Like you
I
got a
know.
little. You got
I'm
a little
surprised you
dance at
said that,
school.
John, because I remember cruising around with you and it was like red or maroon Taurus to one CD.
Mhm.
The one CD and it
Which
played
one was that?
over.
Was it a
and
burnt
over.
CD or was it
Well-
like an album?
I don't know. You know, it was
Was it a mix?
no, it wasn't a mix. I think it was an actual CD. And I'm surprised you didn't say Usher because I could have sworn we used to listen to 8701 constantly.
Whose house is that?
He's like, that wasn't me.
What was it me?
I mean, Usher.
I was gonna say My Boo from Usher. Didn't you have that as a ringtone, John? I thought for something. I thought you had.
He
I
did.
thought
He
that
did
pho-
have that.
That phone you had that lit up on the back. I feel like you had My Boo play as a ringtone. I that song was dope, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
My
That
Boo,
song was
Alicia
awesome.
Keys.
Alicia Keys.
Yeah,
I don't know.
My Boo's dope.
Rob,
man.
I'm surprised you haven't brought up Jagged Edge yet, because that was
Yeah, Jagged
that was
Edge,
a
Jagged
really
Little
good-
Pill. I remember you had that
'cause you-
album.
before O Town.
Because you didn't let me
Jagged
get there. Because you didn't let me get there, Playboy. You just had to wait a minute. I was.
He's letting it build up.
Yeah,
Huh?
you got come on. You can lead the horse to water. You can drink though. Give me a minute.
I mean, there's a lot of like old R&B groups.
Well, I was gonna say, if you had to pair up like an older R&B group versus a newer one, right? And I guess now there's still kind of like a throwback group, right? So Boyz II Men going up against hits from Jagged Edge, like who do you think comes out on top? I'll pick Boyz II Men over anything because I love those songs.
Jagged Edge has a lot of songs,
but
too,
Jagged
though.
Edge has a lot of hits, man. They have a lot of hits.
They got like Let's Get Married, Promise, Gotta Be,
Trade It
Goodbye.
All. Trade It All, man.
Trade It All,
Walked Out of
yeah.
Heaven.
Yeah.
Like, they got some bangers there. They put a little umph in it with Shanti on there, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's some fire. There's some fire in that
Man.
catalog.
But Boyz II Men,
me
they're
back.
still relevant though. I don't know if they still
Boyz
put
II
out
Men
music.
in
but
high
I've seen-
school wasn't as big though. It was more.
That's true.
Yeah,
It was
Boyz II
more
Men
of
was
the-
more when we were probably in elementary and middle school, but Boyz II Men still, I think they have a recurring residency in Las Vegas. Because I know I was going to be out there for a work trip and I was trying to schedule it on a day where I could go see Boyz II Men, and then COVID hit and ruined everything for that. So yeah, Boyz II Men. I mean, I think Boyz II Men has some of the best songs, like R&B, like love songs ever. Jagged Edge, I think though, man, like their catalog is great. I don't think they get talked about enough. I think you hear 112 is pushed a lot. You get Jodeci up there, but yeah, I don't think anybody talks about them nearly.
Mario was big in our time during high school.
Yeah.
Mario Marion. Man, bring back memories.
Who's
man.
Marion?
Oh, Marion, I'm sorry.
Mario.
Oh, Mario. I was like, who's Marion?
Who else?
Dude,
Is he
today
one of the
is
Wayans
different now.
brothers?
Yeah, today is different.
Because
Yeah,
like even
yeah.
Drake's considered like R&B too. Like,
Is there anybody in R&B right now anyway?
I
huh?
don't know. I couldn't name one right now that has something recent. I couldn't name one.
You know who
Miguel
I think
still
are really
puts
good right
music
now?
out. He's R&B.
Bryson Tiller right now is like one of my favorite R&B artists. Like he's a newer guy. He probably hasn't put some out in like the last year, but really good. Miguel, I think as he said, you
Remember
gotta-
when
The
remember-
Weeknd is considered R&B, but his stuff is
Nah,
like
but I think
toxic.
I think
It's
the
not really-
Weeknd. Yeah, I think the Weeknd's turned more like pop now. Like he's more pop.
Remember back in the day, like you used to have a bunch of R&B guys, and they were always like, someone put an album out, someone put a song out, someone put a song out, someone put an
Like,
album out.
I
Like,
think
people
there's a
were
lot
coming
more
out,
like
looks like-
soul R&B female singers.
You know how
Like
you knew if you were
her-
R&B though back in the day. This is the one thing you had to do. You had to have it, or you weren't R&B. You had to have been singing in the rain, or you had to have had your face and hand next to a window where rain was coming down on the opposite side. If you didn't do that, you weren't R&B. You were a gangster rapper. That's how it was. You were gangster rap, or you sang in the rain and you became R&B, and that was it.
Yep.
There was no in
Yep.
between. If you were singing and you had soulful melodies, but you weren't singing in the rain, you were a gangster rapper. And then once you did that, once you got outside in that, that's when it happened. You know, like I just think back to how many videos they did that, right? Like you have Ray J, One Wish, dancing
Ray
through
J.
it. You got, I know there's a
Ray J.
Jagged Edge video that had
There's
it.
Usher has his videos. I think he's like
yeah.
2 or 3.
Bow Wow, right? That
And
one.
Neo, you know, I like. There's just a ton that you weren't R&B until that happened.
I wonder who has the most
Yo.
music videos in the rain, to be honest.
Great
Have a
question.
good budget. I wonder if you have to have a good budget for it. But yeah, I don't think those slow jams slap like they used to.
Yeah.
I
I
think
wonder
they're
if
really
this was
short.
everybody though. Like
Chris Brown.
Chris
no?
Brown was big for us in high school.
I mean, he still has good songs, but it's not. It's like
Not like what it was.
Yeah,
He's not talking about. It's not like he's talking
Yeah.
about love anymore.
like he's not putting out
He
stuff like
shouldn't.
he's not putting stuff out like Take You Down anymore, right? Like
Yeah.
those first hits that he had, like what was the one? Yeah, what's the one he was? I can't remember the video. He's
When
like
he was a little kid.
cheating on the girl. Like he like lets the girl. He's breaking up with the girl in the song. It's basically what he's doing in the song, is he's breaking up with her. I can't remember what it was.
Say goodbye.
Yeah, say goodbye.
Say goodbye. Yeah.
He's never. Yeah, there you go. Say goodbye was dope, man. So it's really good, man. It's really good stuff back then. I just think now, like it is mostly like I can sing, but I'm gonna sing that I have 5 cars, and I'm gonna sing that I got like 7 chicks, But if you guys haven't listened to him, Bryson Tiller, I think is a really good R&B artist who sings like songs from, or the content is from that area that we grew up in, and we like that content more than probably what's around now. So.
We were very hip hop and R&B when we were in high school. I wonder if everyone else that's our age was the same way. Because I didn't get into R&B until John, you and Rob like brought it in heavy. I think y'all two, y'all really brought it in. I mean, I loved it.
I know it wasn't me who brought it, so
Nah, because I remember,
Spot was
like we
bringing
always
Lil
go back
Jon.
to John's
The
phone,
Union
that
Twins.
little phone where you could record the
Yeah.
songs. That was awesome until someone stole your phone. That sucked.
Yeah, I loved it, man.
I had a whole like kilobyte on there, man. Like they stole all my memory.
Yeah.
I don't even think I had a gig yet, or it was a megabyte. I had a whole megabyte.
Yeah,
Awesome,
man.
man.
Gone.
But that's our episode for today. Again, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. But from the brothers here at Nacho Average Bros, we will see you next time. Peace.
I've been-